Let's build a mine layer. Come on, lads. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Build a Mine Layer. Yes, I got it right that time, thank fuck for that. So guys, welcome to Let's Build a Mine Layer, and we are at GrumpyCon. This is the footage that I took from there. Some of it's a bit mashed up because I lost a chunk of it, as I explained in the previous video. And you also get to see how I turn a workspace from being pristine and new to a fucking god-awful mess. But anyway guys, so what am I doing at the moment? Well, I am taking the main part of the end of the hull of the mine layer, and I am actually trying to cut it off to give a slant, because as you can see there, I have an Orc Stomper faceplate which had been donated. And I wanted to have that as a main feature on the front because, as I recall from memory, the mine layer that Games Workshop did had like an orc face at the front of it. So I thought, fuck it, rather than making my own, I'll use one that was already there. Now, it was a really dodgy way to actually stick it down, so polycement wasn't doing it. So I had to mix up some green stuff and use the green stuff to adhere the faceplate to this edge. Mainly because the edge, well, the material that the spray can lid was made out of was a material that is designed, well, not to stick to anything using glue or adhesive products or paint or anything like that, because obviously it's a spray paint lid. So I decided, fuck it, green stuff is the key, and green stuff was the way I was going to do it here. So we laid some green stuff around the edge, and that would form enough surface area once the faceplate was pressed into it in order for me to stick it down. Angled it about a little bit and just pressed it in, made sure I had a nice firm bond to it, and off we go. There it was. I had some scissors with me, some strange reasons. I don't know why that was. Here's me just getting my tools out. Just thought, fuck it, I'll just get my craft knife out for now. But as you can see, the workspace already starting to get a bit cluttered. This is a pretty big insight actually into how I work. So you guys, this is a rare thing. What am I doing now? Oh yes, I'm actually filming Brian, Templars Crusade 01, as he came to chat to me. Not realising that I had left the camera on record. So yeah, Brian, this was actually on my GrumpyCon footage, so it's a bit of a different angle. So it's a bit of a, it's fucking footage-ception, it's video-ception. But yeah, so just chatting to Templars Crusade, it's me filming him, filming me, filming him. And just chatting about the Stomper and the mine layer and all the general orky goodness that I had around me on my workspace. I got to admit, one of the things that really fucked me off about GrumpyCon was the chairs. Oh my fucking days, were they uncomfortable. I had the worst back you have ever felt. I'd ever felt on this. Oh my days. But anyway, so cracking on with the miniature. Using the bit of dowel then, I was actually trying to work out if I was going to have a cannon coming out the front. But I decided to scratch that, I'll do some more work on the back. So I used part of the Orc truck, that again, a piece was donated, and I was going to have this as kind of like a, how do you say it, a platform built into the back of the mine layer itself. Because this was going to be the area where the orcs would stand, and the orcs would haul the mines out. Making careful use of my cigarette carton there in order to give it a surface so that it wouldn't bend and fall off. But anyway, this would be an area where the orcs would stand and they would haul out the mines from the back, from the cargo storage container of the mine layer, and they'd just chuck them out or kick them off, and they would just float there in order for other vehicles to hit them and hopefully blow up. But yeah, my cigarette packet step didn't work, so I decided, fuck it, we're just going to try some other measures. So I decided to glue some actual triangular support struts onto it first, and this proved to work a little bit better because it had a bit more surface area for the back panel to actually stand on it. I added a third one in the end, and I was just going to leave it like that until somebody came over and pointed out that it just looked a bit too stuck on. As me getting a cigarette ready for when I would go out and have a cheeky burn. But yeah, so somebody pointed out that it just looked a bit too stuck on, and I'll come to that later on in the video. What else can I really say? I believe. Oh, hey, there's my face. There's my face. I'm gonna have to stop. Gonna have to sort that out. But yeah. Anyway, so I was chatting to a bunch of people at that time. This is why this is going a little bit slower than usual, guys, because I was talking to quite a bunch of people. Okay, so what are we doing currently? Well, we're adding some more worky bits. We're adding some more 40k scale bits, because one of the things that I have an issue with scratch builds is the lack of 40k scale bits and the lack of recognizable pieces to actually recognize it within the universe. Because pretty much 90% of the model is either made out of random bits of scrap or random bits of plastic card. So what I try and do with my scratch builds, I try and 40Kify them a little bit by adding a certain percentage of 40K bits. That way, when people look at it, they recognise the bits from said universe, and they immediately make that tie with the universe and the model, so they know that it's from, rather than just a hunk of junk on a stick. Okay, so what we're doing now, we're adding some more support bits to the back of the Minelayer, because after all, I had that big piece of plastic on there, but it just didn't look right. It looked too tacked on. So I decided I would get some pieces of plastic card, bend them at a right angle, cut them at a right angle, and then glue them down. Because this would form more of a supporting structure. So it looked like this thing wasn't just rather than it was just welded on. Like it was welded on and it had some extra support bits added onto it. I would then add a nice juicy great big rivet to these in order just to make them a little bit more substantial, and then I would add a dag, which is basically just a triangular piece of plastic card cut down, just to make it look a bit more orky and a little bit more wag. Okay, so just doing that really in the midst of talking to people as they came up. By the way, guys, if you came up and talked to me at GrumpyCon, thank you very, very much, guys. It was a pleasure to meet every single person that I spoke to. Oh, alrighty then. So we're carrying on with that bit. Now, one of the things that I didn't want them to be just, it's really difficult when working with plastic card because you've got to kind of avoid the same patterns and familiar patterns that you do. Oh shit, look right at the camera again then, like a noob. What the actual fuck? Okay, so I decided to add an extra spacer to these back bits in order just to, I don't know, just to make it look different. In order for me to provide some variation to myself, and also to me to give myself some thinking time. Because that's one of the things that I do have. Many of my ideas, if anyone ever watched Jimmy Neutron as a child or as a youngster, the brain blast that Jimmy Neutron had, a lot of my ideas come like that. I'll be sitting there thinking, and all of a sudden I'll just get a flood of ideas, and it's almost too much for me to contain. I have to get them out somehow, either by making the thing that I've thought of, or by writing them down, or recording what I'm saying. I have a set of audio files on my computer, which are basically just my thoughts, which I thought of publishing one time, but I was like, no, because it's really just random ramblings of a madman. But yeah, so I have like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast when it comes to thinking about projects, and when it comes to getting ideas and stuff, they all tend to come at once rather than me constantly thinking about them. Okay, so enough of an insight into the great JoJo man's mind, into the mind of JoJo. I'm getting very thirsty again. So yeah, Chains passed me a little bit of a miniature that he was working on, and they were pretty impressive. The man's work with an airbrush is absolutely fucking genius. I don't really touch airbrushes myself, never used one. Don't quite like him, but I respect the people that work with him because they look quite difficult to use. I'm probably going to get slated in the comments now. Airbrushes are well easy to use. But anyway, fuck it. So, just kind of get some general ideas. I'm kind of using that shitty turret that I made in order to try and get an idea of where it is. And I think now I'm bitching to someone. I think I'm bitching to Hazard Syndrome, actually, about how shitty this turret was. Because as you can see there, guys, I was going to have it on the top. The area for it, I think this is I've just had a fucking massive jump cut on this, where I did a load of work and stuff like that. Have I got it in the wrong way? Do you know what? Fuck it, no. It's staying the way it is. I'm not rearranging it. I'm not recording all this bollocks twice. Yeah, guys, I recorded this another time before and realised that all the clips were all backwards and stuff. But anyway, fuck it. Fuck diddly fuck it. Fuckity 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 fuck. So yeah, I was bitching to Hazard Syndrome about that horrible, awful turret. And in the end, I fucking decided I'm not going to use it because it's a big pile of shit. Yeah, just more armour plates. Just plating that motherfucker up. What's this? What's happening now? I don't know what's happening. Everything is in a jumbled mess because I didn't name the files correctly. God damn it. I apologise for the really poor quality of this video, guys. It's not up to my usual standard. So that's why I kind of got the Great Unclean One video too. I can't remember if I've said this before or not. God damn it. I think I'm going insane. I actually think I'm going insane. I keep forgetting everything that I've said and everything that I've done. What is going on? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? It's... Ah! God damn it. Oh my fucking Lord Almighty Christ shitty bollocks. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know why my mind is so muddled. I think it's just because I've got all these fucking ideas and stuff inside. They just give me a complete mind fuck. But anyway, guys, so let's get back to trying to narrate, trying to dub over what I'm currently fucking doing. Adding some more textured plates. What I'd done prior to GrumpyCon is I had taken a lot of armor plates I had already cut, and I had chewed them up in order to give them texture, as I did with a hobby tip a while ago. Literally just stuck them in my mouth, chewed them all up in order to give them a good bashed and dented look. I was also adding a bit of a support strut on there, just in order to, again, just to 40kify it a little bit so we'll recognise it. I was also going to add kind of like a little porthole area out of a section of Dakajet that I got off the amazing Mr. Pidge. Wow, there's been a lot of name drops in this episode. A lot of name drops. Chains, Hazard Syndrome, and Mr. Pidge. So, I'm mixing some green stuff because, again, I thought, you know, fuck it, it's going to be easier hanging out some business cards. Because I was like, hey, here's some business cards, motherfuckers. It's got on my channel, I got my channel URL. Now I'm chatting to more people as well whilst I roll green stuff. Oh, my days, what a dysfunctional fucking episode. Okay, so rolling some green stuff out. I'm not sure what for yet. It will become apparent in a moment. Or will it? I don't really know. Aha, yes, there it was. I was going to stick kind of like a forward porthole, kind of armor-plated pilot area on the front of it in order for the orc to sit in and in order for him to actually drive it forward. I was going to also stick some sensors on the bottom and front of it as well, just because I imagined that the orc inside would need, obviously, a way of seeing around as well. So I thought, you know, fuck it, video sensors will do. Oh, excuse me. Right, anyway, so guys, what I'm doing now, I'm cutting out some rivets because I'm going to do a bit of detailing. Now, this is where I lost a chunk of the footage. In the time frame from before, literally a few minutes ago to now, what happened was the footage was deleted by, well, on purpose by accident for me, because I asked Justin from Beast of War to go and put the footage on a flash drive, and he obviously forgot to. And then I thought it was on the flash drive, deleted it, and so on and so forth. It was a big load of bullshittery. But anyway, so as you can see there, guys, I've added a land speeder to the side. Because as I wanted it to have like a bumbling appearance with the hover pads, it needed some form of propulsion. I didn't want to go for big massive rocket jets on the back because, again, it wasn't a fast vehicle. So I thought, fuck it, let's have some land speeders on there. Kind of like the orcs inside had tired times. Because like the orcs had gone, right, let's have a race. Or the mech has told the two orcs that you're in a race, but you can't, and then the orcs can't actually go anywhere, so they just go full throttle, and so the fucking Minelayer goes forward. And I'm rambling again! Fucking, everybody loves a good ramble. Everybody good. I do. Shit! Ow! God damn it! Dropped a fucking really sharp steel ruler on my bastard foot. But yeah. So, moving back on with the video, adding some more details, adding some more rivets. These rivets will, especially on the back panel, as you can see, the area that I'm doing now, they're going to show up really nice when I get some lovely rust effects on there. Really, really nice. Because what I'll do, I'll put the rust effect on and I'll drag it down. And in fact, this whole fucking thing is going to look really, really good for a rust effect. Because of its cylindrical appearance, the rust will run absolutely brilliantly when I start dragging it down with the pigment fixer. But anyway, guys, so adding some back support struts because oh balls, I've run out of time. Okay, well, some utter bullshittery there, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Let's Build a Minelayer. Hopefully it'll be a bit more, well, a bit less dysfunctional. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Goodbye.